All right, y'all. It's that time again. It is that time for pay-per-view predictions. I know I seem a bit burnt out, but I just did a rant video before actually doing the prediction video. So yeah, I'm just a little spent. But honestly, let's just get started with this pay-per-view. And on the real, there's not really that much to even talk about for this. It just isn't. But let's get started with the first match that I'm going to talk about. They might just have a kickoff match. I have no idea which one. But let's talk about the match on the bottom that they have on this list so far. And that's the Intercontinental Championship with Kevin Owens versus Dolph Ziggler. We've seen this 1,000 times before, guys. We have. And if they actually go back and forth with this belt, it's going to make the IC belt look worthless. I'm hoping that Kevin Owens actually keeps it. And I know that Dolph Ziggler's like, it's always my time, it's my time, it's always my time, it's my time. Honey, I doubt it's going to be your time this time. So, honestly, Kevin Owens is the hottest ticket right now. And Dolph isn't. So, my choice goes to Dolph Ziggler for the win. Alright, we got two Divas matches. The Divas Championship match, Charlotte versus Brie Bella. I was honestly talking to Mr. Griffin about this. And on the real, I would be alright if Brie wins. It's a given that Brie Bella is going to retire after this year. Because, of course, she wants to make a family with Daniel Bryan. Now that Daniel Bryan's finally retired, she wants to actually have a family and be a mom and do all those things she's always wanted to do. So this is going to be her last hurrah. So if I honestly believe that she's not going to win, I'll be shocked. But even if she doesn't, even if she does, I'll be fine if she does. I like Charlotte. I really do. But this will definitely be a challenge for Brie Bella because Charlotte will bring it. And I hope she does bring it for this pay-per-view. And this will definitely kind of bring up Brie Bella's A game because she really needs that challenge. She can probably hang with Charlotte. And I think this is going to be a pretty decent match. But I'm hoping that Brie wins and she wins triumphantly. So my vote goes to Brie Bella for the win. I could be wrong. And who knows, Ric Flair may try to do some kind of sneak tactic. But I really do believe that Brie might win. I really believe so. Especially if this is going to be her last WrestleMania. Next match. Becky Lynch and Sasha Banks versus the last remnants of, the remaining remnants of Team Bad. Naomi and Tamina. Honestly, does Becky Lynch and Sasha Banks really need a win against Naomi and Tamina? No, they really don't need it. Because in the end, in my humble opinion, if Brie Bella wins, there's going to be a fatal four-way. There's going to be a fatal four-way between Charlotte, Becky Lynch, and Sasha Banks. And Brie Bella as champ. So it's going to be either a fatal four-way or it's going to be a triple threat match. Either or, we're going to get some good coming out of the Divas division. So the person that really needs to win the most and to completely squash this thing, Naomi and Tamina need to win more. They just do. And on a pay-per-view, no doubt. So they need it. So honestly, Becky Lynch and Sasha don't really need to win. Not to mention, these chicks can't really get along that well. Even though that they are part of the 4 Horsewomen group. Something's telling me that they may not win this. And even if they don't, it's still a win-win for them. Because they're going to go and have a fatal 4-way at WrestleMania if Brie Bella wins. That's how I'm seeing it. Either it's going to be a fatal 4-way with Brie Bella as champ. Or it's going to be a triple threat match as Charlotte as champ. It's a win. So Naomi and Tamina for the win. And even if they do win, they don't lose. That's just my theory on it. But let's move on to the next match. Well, it's not really a match, it's a segment. And I really can care less about this. And I'm kind of pissed off at the picture. And y'all get the idea. New Day will appear on the Cutting Edge Peep Show. This is actually a segment on this pay-per-view, y'all. They should have saved this for SmackDown or for Raw. I don't even care. Next. Moving on. Next match. The United States Championship with Kalisto versus Alberto Del Rio in a 2 out of 3 falls match. We've seen Kalisto and Alberto Del Rio go at it, but it's always have felt flat because they are both luchadors and they had to dumb themselves down for the stupid PG rating. So do I think this is going to be an astronomical match? No. It's going to be an unsatisfying match to watch. Because we know what Alberto Del Rio is capable of. We know what Kalisto is capable of. But with the stupid PG rating, it's literally dumbing them down to where there's nothing left. It's like taking a glass of Coke with like Coke in its prime, no ice or anything, and then taking a bunch of distilled water and just dumping it in there until there's no fizz left. That is exactly what this match is. And that's what it's gonna be. Do I even care who wins? Not really. And because that belt has changed hands more than, well, it's changed hands a lot. I can't think of the analogy, but it's changed hands a lot. So I wouldn't be surprised if Alberto Del Rio wins this. Come on, guys. Cena did a better job in making the U.S. title more relevant. These guys have not. It's just been a here, there title change. So next, I'm moving on from there. And this is another match that's stupid, but they had to have something to fill the card up. Ryback, Big Show, and Kane versus the Wyatt family. Who really cares? Who cares about the big guy? Who cares about Big Show? And who cares about the neutered version of Kane? I'm sorry. I love Kane. I loved Kane back in the day. He had some relevancy. He was scary. But now he's freaking neutered. He just is. And you got Ryback up in there. I mean, seriously, man. It's just flat out ridiculous for me. And do I really see the Wyatt family not going to win this? They're going to win this, y'all. Come on. Wyatt family for the win. That's just a given. Next match, which should be pretty interesting, and this is something I kind of do want to see. AJ Styles versus Chris Jericho. We've seen these guys go at it before, but it's going to be on a pay-per-view. But honestly, in my humble opinion, they shouldn't have had them go together on Raw. They should have had it like with a DQ or kind of break it up to where we have a little bit of suspense. But honestly, we see that AJ Styles can actually go with Chris Jericho. And Chris Jericho is just there to put people over. We know that Chris Jericho might not win. There's a chance, actually a huge chance, maybe a 75% chance that Jericho might not win. I might be wrong. They might change it around. They might have Jericho win so he'll be able to leave with a win on him instead of being completely beaten up by AJ Styles, which he kind of was. I mean, he did bring his A game up on Raw. But when it comes to this, we know Chris Jericho is only there to put people over. Like, Chris Jericho don't like looking bad. And if he loses twice, it'll make him look bad. So honestly, I really do see Chris Jericho winning here. But I don't think that he would need it. I think the AJ Styles would need it more than he would. That's just me. But honestly, I'm hoping it's AJ Styles. But I really do believe that Jericho might beat AJ. He just might. I don't know. But we've seen these guys go at it before. It's not going to be anything surprising. And the main event of the night. Dean Ambrose versus Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar. The Beast, Brock Lesnar. With the triple threat match to determine Triple H's opponent at WrestleMania. Do I really need to say anything here? Everybody's going to vote for the Lunatic Fringe. Everybody wants the Lunatic Fringe, Dean Ambrose, to win. Do you see him winning? I don't know, man. I really don't know. Because I don't see him beating Brock. I don't. This guy had his butt handed to him more times than I could ever count. And he had to pull an Undertaker by doing a low blow in order to knock him down. We saw what happened when Undertaker pulled that. It didn't last. He still got his butt beat. He still lost. Don't get me wrong, I love Taker, but he still lost. And he lost in a very triumphant way, I might add. But when it comes to this match, I don't see Roman winning because Roman has not beaten Brock any time. He's beating him 0 times by the skin of his teeth. He came close in people's eyes of winning, even though he wasn't really there before Seth Rollins came in and took the belt from him. But Roman Reigns, no, he doesn't have it in him to beat Brock Lesnar. He's still way too freaking green. And when it comes to Lunatic Fringe, he really doesn't have any strategy. He just throws blows and he like pulls a Rocky and lets you beat up on him until he gets tired. There's no strategy coming with the Lunatic Fringe. You need strategy going in there and facing Brock Lesnar. You just can't just go in there, oh, I'm gonna go and just throw punches and see if it hits something. You're hitting a freaking brick wall known as the Beast, Brock Lesnar. And do you think it's realistic to have these two guys go up against the Beast? No. I'd rather have Brock win. It's more realistic. Not to mention the fact that Brock's beaten the crap out of Triple H before. And I kind of do want to see Brock as the champ. Even though it's like, oh, he's not there. He's not there to put the championship on the line. Neither was Triple H. The dude won the belt. We barely saw him on screen. So you really can't have that argument, can you? But other than that, Brock Lesnar actually is a better winner. He makes more sense to go against Triple H because it'll be a better match to watch. I don't care much about Roman Reigns. And I love Dean Ambrose, but it's going to seem one-sided. Actually, it's going to seem one-sided him going up against Brock. It'll be interesting him fighting Triple H. But he would have to give it all he got. And honestly, he would have to beat the crap out of his friend too. But we've seen Dean Ambrose pretty much give it all he had with Bray Wyatt. So there's a chance that he might come out on top. And it would make sense, in my opinion, him going up against Brock Lesnar, but he would have to give Brock everything he had until he didn't have no more. So in a way, I don't really see him winning, but I'll be okay if Dean won. I would not be okay if Roman did, because Roman has not had any challenge at all. And I'm sorry, Royal Rumble was appalling. He was gone for 25 minutes of the match. Probably 23, 25 minutes. He was gone for a long freaking time. He came out at the very end. That's insulting. That shows that not even your company has faith in you. So why in the world should you be going towards the title? Nobody's going to care. Everybody's going to freaking boo you. So that would be stupid to have him at the main event of WrestleMania. Nobody wants to see him. He hasn't earned it yet. So honestly, in my opinion, it should be Dean. Dean should beat Brock Lesnar for the win and go up against Triple H. Because Dean has came so close to reaching that brass ring. He's came so close to actually taking the title, and he got stiffed every time. Why should it be Roman? Why? Anybody but Roman. Yeah, I am quoting Bray Wyatt here, but I'm going to be real. Anybody but Roman. Because Roman has not come there yet. And it's not his fault. It's the way he's booked. He's booked very badly. But Dean Ambrose is definitely the wild card here. He's definitely the dark horse in this situation. Hopefully I'm using that phrase correctly, but in my opinion, he is. So my vote goes to Dean Ambrose for the win. That's just me. But okay, guys, those are my thoughts. Those are my thoughts on this pay-per-view. Those are my predictions on this pay-per-view. What are yours? Leave a comment in the comment section below. I know I seem a little bit on edge here, but like I said, I just did a rant and maybe it's still in me. I don't know. But other than that, guys, I'm done. Stay tuned to my review after the Sunday pay-per-view. Naturegirl 30 signing off. Peace out, y'all. Later.